Okay, hi guys. This is episode 86 of RV Dream Makers, and we've had a really busy week, so I'm just getting the talk about the video done real quick so that I can start getting it uploaded to YouTube. So in this video, we left the Goblin Valley and we drove to Capitol Reef. So at the beginning of the video, I have footage of our drive through Capitol Reef, because Capitol Reef is a really unique park. You just drive through most of it. Like normally when you go in a national park, that you go through a gate, you pay to get into the national park, but Capitol Reef is really different. So I'm going to read you a description of it because I think it's such a unique park that I thought it was pretty interesting. It says, Capitol Reef protects the water pocket fold, an S-shaped rocky spine that runs north to south through the park for nearly 100 miles. This feature makes the park narrow, 6 miles wide on average. So that's why it's just such a unique park. And long, about 60 miles. The park is bordered on the west by the Fish Lake and Dixie National Forest and Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. On the east side, the boundary is primarily in the hands of the Bureau of Land Management. Capitol Reef was declared a national monument in 1937 and a national park in 1971. It wasn't until road access was improved in the early 1960s that visitors began to see the ridges, canyons, buttes, and arches that define the park. The Capitol portion of the name comes from the sandstone dome formations in the park that resembles the dome on Capitol buildings. Reef comes from the fold described above, with similarities to an underwater coral reef. And it's in the Fruita. So after we leave, our next video will be, we actually got to stay in the Fruita campground, which is inside the park gates. And it says, so the Fruita Historic District, the 240,000 acre park, receives about 1.3 million visitors per year. It's often overlooked because of its remote location. The vast majority of those visitors see the park on the 8-mile scenic drive that offers excellent views of the water pocket fold. The park includes the Fruita Historic District near the Visitor Center and Fremont River. Fruita was settled by Mormons in the 1880s. They built irrigation systems to water their apple, peach, pear, and apricot orchards, as well as pastures for livestock and gardens for produce. These families were essentially self-sufficient for decades. The remnants of their settlement include the orchard, a blacksmith shop, schoolhouse, and the Gifford house and barn. So on this video, we'll go more into the Fruita campground on the next video. But on this video, I do have the schoolhouse. And they open it up every once in a while. And so you get to go in and tour it. So we toured it. And then I tell kind of the history of the schoolhouse. Then we also did the scenic 8-mile drive. That's basically all that's inside the park. Is that drive, and then the Gifford house and stuff, which we'll talk about on another video, but it's by the campground. But so we drove that drive and we went back in there, and I have a video of that part of that drive. But we did the Golden Throne hike, and then we did some call it the Mormon Registry, but then when I was Google searching it, it says the Pioneer Registry. So when the Mormon settlers came into the area, basically they would stop by this wall and sign their names. And there's just all different dates, and they even have a camera up now to protect it so people don't do graffiti on it. And so we did that, and then I have some pictures of our boondocking spot, and then we did a hike up behind the boondocking spot, so I have some pictures from that. And then we visited Gooseneck, and I did a quick video of that and kind of told how that was formed. So I hope you enjoy this episode.
do the Golden Throne hike, 2 miles, 700 feet in elevation. So there'll be a lot of up and going on here.
2 miles one way.
Yeah, 2 miles one way. 2 miles up, 2 miles down. $700 feet, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot more than you think. Then the other one's going to be a lot shorter and simpler. I think it's a mile out and a mile back. So we'll stop back by here and eat some lunch.
Look at these blooms. That is so cool. I think those are hedgehog, but I'm not positive. That is so neat. I haven't got to see any cactus like that really bloomed out. That one is just full. I just sit down so I can take a picture on that angle, but that's getting ready to bloom. That's a prickly pear. But here's another one. Oh, I gotta shadow it out. That is so cool. There's that one. We're making our way up this, so it's pretty cool. The Golden Throne Trail, and I came a little further to see the views. I'm not sure what parking lot that is down there because there's not that many cars. I don't remember passing a parking lot. That's interesting. Oh, it's the paved road. Oh, so that's 2.4 miles from where we parked. Huh, that's crazy. So, beautiful views, beautiful morning. Look at this wall. It is just massive, and it was just echoing like crazy. It's pretty crazy. So we're making our way out, and the trail's actually over there. You can kind of see it over there. Or down there, not up there. There's the trail. So we go down in this gorge. The trail goes, and we then make our way back up and around that corner and then back down to the parking lot. So we're going to do another hike to Registry of some names. So it's pretty back here, all these massive rocks, just the scenery is just gorgeous. These walls are just so crazy, but beautiful day. So we're making our way out, and you can see a guy hiking on the trail over there. You gotta go along that side through the wash, then over here. I just figured out we went on 6 different sides. We started on one side, came around, went through a wash on another side, went around the other side, went down the wash, up that side, and then over it to the other side. And that's where the Golden Throne was, so it's pretty crazy. It's like 6 different sides. So we're just about down. So this is it's the Mormon, and it's a registry.
Maybe this ain't it.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I don't think we've come 0.9.
Yeah, we're at 5 miles, and some people did holes.
We'll ask these people that are coming. I'll bet you this ain't the registry.
All down. Well, what I saw it
To
is.
me, the registry would be like everybody's name.
They just sign their names on it.
I thought it was something for a census.
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Guess we'll find out.
There's one. And then some people did holes way up there. They did holes. That's so crazy. They got a camera there to watch so people don't mess with it. Because it looks like somebody scratched something out there.
I did something over here, JB. That ain't me, I didn't do it.
1911. I guess they would just pass by here and they just start signing their names.
Still, I understand how they got up there.
Because they're all different years. It's so crazy. That one's like Charlie Bain. That one's really good. And that one's 1888.
Look at the writing.
James Cook, July 11th, 1911. And Ellis.
Is this the registry?
If you put something up there, it's called graffiti.
No, is this Sam Gifford? 1911. How the heck did they had to come from the top and hang down and do that. That's crazy. are going up to Gooseneck Point here. It's not supposed to be very far, 600 feet. We are in Capitol Reef National Park. It's kind of a cloudy looking, rain looking day. Yeah, man, everybody's coming.
So we're at Goosenecks, and it says, nearly 800 feet below you, Sulphur Creek continues to shape this dramatic canyon. The stream is a tributary of the Colorado River, which has been eroding downward in rock layers and effectively lowering the landscape of the Colorado Plateau for about 6 million years. There are two possible explanations for the formation of this canyon's tight curves known as gooseneck. Is it a superimposed stream? This model suggests that a meandering stream developed on a flat-lying land surface thousands of feet above the present landscape. As Sulphur Creek cut downward through time, it superimposed the meandering pattern on the rock layers beneath. Is it a subsequent stream? This model suggests that during its downward erosion, Sulphur Creek intersected angular fractures within the rock layer upon which you stand. The stream then followed the direction of the fractures, creating a new flow pattern, the gooseneck, subsequent to its original pattern. Further erosion of the canyon has exposed older rock layers. Kebab limestone, around 270 million years old, is seen here in Capitol Reef's lowest layers and also creates the top layer of the Grand Canyon. Many rock layers of the Colorado Plateau remain hidden below. As the creek continues to erode downward, older rock layers may be exposed, giving us a peek into the process of erosion and view deeper into the past. Wow. So it says the white rimmed sandstone is 280 years old, and the Kebab limestone is 270 million years old, and the Moine Kopi formation is 245 million years old. Wow, that's crazy. So this is all of it, and then they have a really neat overlook here, and then there's the creek down there, and then all the rock layers. So it's pretty cool. You can just hear the creek, and it doesn't look like there's that much in it, but man, you can really hear it flowing. So it's amazing how old that is. And then over here is pretty cool. So
Okay, we are at the Fruita Schoolhouse. We walked to it today. There's a ranger here. Oh, maybe you don't even go inside.
yeah, it's supposed to be open.
Oh, yeah, the door's open. Is there two rangers there?
26 kids. Would be
Put in there.
I
Take
can't-
a look around. You're welcome to touch if you like. Just be gentle. Pictures in the back here have captions on the back, so you can check it.
Before restoration.
Oh, this is the picture they showed last night, and we'll mow the flowers.
Well, they showed this one too. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4,
They said it held
5,
26 at
6,
one point.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then if you sit at the back, 21, 22. Yeah, I could see.
This says each day will fill lamps, clean chimneys. Each teacher will bring a bucket of water and scuttle for coal for the day's session. Make your pens carefully. You may whittle nibs to be individual tastes of the pupils.
Men teachers may take 1 evening each week for courting purposes, or 2 evenings a week if they go to church regularly. After 10 hours in school, the teachers may spend the remaining time reading the Bible or other good books. Women teachers who marry or engage in unseemly conduct will be dismissed. What about dudes who do unseemly conduct? Every teacher should lay aside from each pay a goodly sum of his earnings for his benefit during his declining years, so that he will not become a burden on society.
Retirement.
Any teacher who smokes, uses liquor in any form, frequents pool or public balls, or gets shaved in a barber shop will give good reason to suspect his worth, intention, integrity, and honesty. So you can't go to a barber. The teacher who performs his labor faithfully and without fault for 5 years will be given an increase of 25 cents per week in his pay, providing the Board of Education approves.
Ooh.
Oh my Atlanta.
25 cents per week.
Bet
Raise.
you didn't want to be in that chair.
No, that's probably the bad chair.
Wow. Those rules.
Yeah, it was special because it was the only public building in Fruita, which is kind of neat. This is not just the schoolhouse, it also doubled as the dance hall, the place for church meetings, the place for town hall meetings, so it was really, really important to the community. It was kind of the heart of the community, really.
Wow.
Because everything else is just, private homes and orchards, all private, but this is the one place everyone could go to, and it housed all the school kids, so kindergarten through 8th grade were in here all at once.
This modest building played a significant role in the Fruita community. Built in 1896, this one-room schoolhouse was Fruita's only public structure. Besides being their only school, it served as a church meeting house since Fruita's Mormon settlers never had their own church building. The building also functioned as a community center. The students' desks were not attached to the floor, so they could be moved to make room for dances, meetings, church gatherings, and other social events. Within the schoolhouse's walls, Fruita's residents found support and discussed common beliefs, work, and life. Their cooperative spirit, determination, and spiritual bond were important to the survival of Fruita as an isolated settlement in a remote location. As the population of Fruita declined, so did the need for its own school. The last class of students was taught in 1941, after which the schoolhouse was closed and Fruita children were bused to consolidated schools elsewhere in the county, closing a chapter in the community's history. So here's some pictures of the classes. They said there was up to 26 kids at a talk that we did. They said 8 to 26. It was 1st grade through 8th grade. So it's pretty interesting. And then they got a flag hanging out there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. There'll be more to come on the Fruita Campground when we're in it. There's just so much. It's just an amazing place. This is like mine and Jody's top 2 or 3 now. I just feel like this area is very underappreciated. So we'll have more video on it and show you guys more of what we explored. So thanks for watching. We're moving tomorrow out of Glacier and we're heading down towards Yellowstone. So as Jody says, remember, God loves you and Jesus saves you.